Why, Apple? Why? Why the notch? I was actually looking forward to the announcement of the iPhone 10. Now, I won't say I was super looking forward to it, but I was really curious about it. I wanted to see if all the rumors were accurate and they were actually spot on. But more importantly, I really want the iPhone 10 just because of the OLED display and the better cameras and all that kind of stuff. But there's two things that really soured me. One, I'm sorry, paying $1,400 for a cell phone is just effing retarded. It really is. There's no justification for a cell phone to be $1,400. And granted, I actually use my phone more as a camcorder, camera, a recorder, a voice recorder, and a music MP3 player. That's how I use my phone. Those are the three use case scenarios. Plus, being a journalist, having the best camera available in my pocket is invaluable to me, which is the other reason why I was so looking forward to getting the iPhone 10. I'm going to tell you why, because I have an iPhone 6s, and honestly, I haven't paid for a new iPhone since the 4S, because I had the 4S, I paid it off, and then I dropped it in the tub, but I didn't tell the phone company that. So through my phone protection plan, they gave me a 5, and I was kind of salty about that because the 4S was my favorite phone, iPhone to date, really. So they gave me the 5, and I accidentally cracked my 5 screen after having it for 3 years. And normally I'm not that clumsy with devices, but it just kind of fell out of my pocket and hit the ground and cracked. And then the phone company gave me this 6S. So I literally haven't paid for an iPhone since the 4S days. So that's what, 5 or 6 years, which is a pretty good run. But the problem is my iPhone 6S, while I love it, has been acting really buggy lately. It's been stuttering, it's been freezing a lot, it's been dropping sound a lot. And it's kind of like a crappy phone right about now. I could probably put up with it. I could put up with it for another year or two, but I was like, okay, what are my options? I looked at the iPhone 10, and at first I was really excited about it, but the notch, people, first of all, that's a stupid name. And at first I thought people were complaining just to complain about it, but the more videos I see on it, the more I know for a fact it's going to drive me absolutely crazy after a while, because when your eye is just going to naturally go towards like the bezel, the little thing right in the middle of the phone. And then the other thing I didn't like about it was all the stupid swiping you now have to do. Like, for example, with the iPhone S, I could just hit my button, I type in my code, and then if I want to see my notifications, I do a simple swipe. I do a simple swipe up, and I get right to my dock here thingy here, and then scroll it down. And then if I want to see my notifications and other apps, I just kind of do that, and boom, you're done. That's all you need. It's a one swipe thing. But now with the iPhone 10, that UX looks terrible. It looks horrible because you gotta swipe down from the left to get a specific action. You gotta swipe down from the right to get a specific action. You gotta swipe up to get a specific action, and then you gotta double tap and swipe up, and you gotta go like 4 or 5 swipes, and you have to remember where everything is in order to use it, and that would drive me nuts. That coupled with the notch, and I don't know what Apple was thinking. Remember, this is a $1,400 phone, and I say $1,400 because I always buy the best version of something when I break down and get it. So you're talking almost $1,200 for the phone, for a 256 gigabyte phone, $200 for the Apple Care. That's $1,400 plus tax. That's the cost of an iMac. You can buy an iMac for $1,200. And you think I want to spend $1,400 on a phone? No matter how much I need the cameras, I'm not spending that kind of money on the phone. Hell, my Lumix G7, which I'm filming this on, and which I kind of want to get rid of, cost me $1,000. Actually, not $1,000. It cost me $900. I'm not spending $1,400 on the phone. And not to mention, every time I don't talk on the phone all that often, and every time I actually need to talk on the phone, it never works because the cell service, no matter who I use, is terrible. So with that said, I wasn't going to get a phone, but then something happened. Thursday night, I filmed a concert from Megan Davis. You're going to see that interview and concert footage in a few days. But I filmed that on my Lumix G7 in 4K. But I wanted to take some photos on this thing for Facebook and Twitter and my social media accounts and all that kind of fun stuff. And I took some photos, and the photos on this camera produces are pretty terrible, actually. And especially in a low light concert situation, some of them came out really blurry, and I had to have like the perfect lighting condition where the face was moving. So all of that made me rethink the fact that I really need a better phone. And it's so often when I'm at a convention or something and I'm doing a bunch of interviews that by the end of the day I don't feel like fiddling with my expensive DSLR. I would rather just break out my cell phone, my iPhone, and shoot stuff in 4K, just handheld guerrilla style. And while I'm walking around the convention floor, I would rather do that as opposed to having to get my camera out of my bag, or it's normally on my strap and kind of doing this. I know it sounds stupid to feel that way, but it's just kind of how I feel. Plus the battery life on my camera isn't all that good either, so it kind of goes dead after an hour or two, so I have to carry around 8 or 9 extra batteries, and the batteries are expensive as heck. And granted, all of that stuff creates amazing shots, but it's such a pain in the butt where all I want to do is better like put this on like an iPhone gimbal and just walk around and use it. And that's the reason why I ordered the iPhone 8 Plus, because I think the 8 Plus is going to be a good upgrade to this. And now I will say, last year I tried the 7 and I returned the 7, I returned the 7 Plus twice. I returned each phone twice because I just didn't think it was that much of an upgrade from what I already have. And if I'm going to spend $1,000 on a new phone, then I want to be blown away and be wowed by everything, which I think the 10 would do if it didn't have the issues I outlined. Plus, I don't like facial recognition or any of that kind of stuff. I just want to press a button, hit my number, and keep on rolling. Why is that so hard to understand, Apple? So yeah, that's the reason why I ordered the 8 Plus, but I immediately experienced buyer's remorse. And Xfinity Mobile, people do not get Xfinity Mobile because their customer service is garbage. It's absolutely garbage. I have Xfinity cable and I love them, so that's the reason why I wanted to get the new phone on Xfinity Mobile, because I have a great experience with Xfinity, but their mobile division is just crap. And the other reason why is I'm on T-Mobile. My plan is $75. So if I wanted to get a new phone, then my monthly bill would be $120 or something like that. Whereas with Xfinity, and no, T-Mobile is not the one who gave me the free phones, so I'm going to leave it at that. But on Xfinity, their mobile plan is $45, and I would rather pay $45 than $75 because, again, like I said, I'm not on the phone enough to justify spending that kind of money on a service I rarely use and that never works when I actually do need to use it. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to switch. And then the cost of the iPhone 8 would have added like $35 to my plan. So basically, I would get a new phone at $80 a month versus keeping my success on T-Mobile for $75. So basically, I'm getting an iPhone 8 Plus without actually spending that much more money, like $5 more a month, which isn't a bad deal. But the problem is I wanted to cancel the service because I decided I would rather just switch over to Virgin Mobile for $1 a month. And for $1 a month, I could put up with this phone for another 12 months. The problem is Xfinity Mobile customer service is garbage. I could not cancel this service. I couldn't even reach a fucking human being to be able to cancel this service, and I probably just got demonetized for that. But I can't even reach a human being just because of that, just to cancel this service. So it looks like I'm going to be stuck with the iPhone 8. But as soon as I get it, I'll do some unboxings. I'll shoot the Katy Perry concert and some other things. But I think it's going back because I'm going to have to physically drive over to the Xfinity Service Center to return this damn phone. And that's annoying. It really, 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 really is annoying. And I'm sorry this turned into a mini rant against Xfinity Mobile, but I would not recommend it. I would definitely tell you, just spend the extra $30 and stick with the phone company that actually provides you with some sort of support. Because yeah, it's just not, it's not kosher. It's not good. So anyway, yeah, I got the iPhone 8 Plus. So that's it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.